They'll set up a throw. Here's a screen to Powell. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Running for it. Here's Peterson. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a run with Peterson. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run, Peterson. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
On the 7-yard line.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll run with Peterson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
On the pickup. It's now 3rd.
They'll try to run this one in. And they will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings have taken a 1st quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Fix the score. Vikings 7, Cardinals 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball and try and get things settled down a little bit.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Down Cardinals.
Tua sets up to pass it. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, but it's going to be 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
10-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd down.
football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Peterson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Now they're staring at 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Number 22.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. Third down here.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Peterson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right, and it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They give it to Peterson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Adrian Peterson, touchdown, Vikings. Adrian Peterson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Tua now on first down. Well, his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And the return comes to a punt right at the 44-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he's got some space here. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 8. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the
down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adrian Peterson. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Vikings 24, Cardinals nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Tua. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something as safe as...
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. And it'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's Tua. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
A 31-yard attempt.
Bullock's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And here comes Diggs. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take another shot here. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Carry number 20 now for Peterson. 20! And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adrian Peterson, 47 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Complete to
33 yards that time.
a gain of 33 yards on the play.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. From midfield, here's Tua.
And see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1 yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1 yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
10 at the 14-yard line.
Again, Peterson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Back to throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to try and go deep again. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. And even 90 yards. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. So from back deep, deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone. Do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Big hold of the 30. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Buying time to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that's knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Larry Fitzgerald.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 and a throw again. Being chased out left. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodon jabs.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Calais Campbell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Handoff comes to Peterson. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Andy Lee now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Tua on 4th down. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, this game is all but over after that last 4th down stop. The only question left, will they play conservative and run the clock or try to pour some salt in the wound? Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
The 36-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. They'll run for it. Peterson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. So the final